slide this up.
So, can you hear us up here?
Yeah, yeah.
That one.
Oh, they're both. But
Yeah.
yeah, just do both when you do it. Do hot audio.
Here we are, kickoff. New England Independence kicking off to the Michigan Legacy. They send it deep. First kickoff goes directly out. Let's see what the Legacy chooses to do. Scrum center to the Legacy. Our first look at the set piece for today. Both packs look pretty matched up on weight. Let's see how they push. Oh, ball's out this side. New England plays back to the short side with numbers. Flynn looking to move it. Penalty to the Free Jacks. And they'll look to kick into the corner. Mauling territory. Not quite a maul, but the Independents set up a ruck. Hit up with the 12. Ball squirts out. Decide to shift it. Another penalty by the Legacy. And the Indies look to kick into the corner. Great kick by the Independence 10, Piselli Rinicano. Brought down, maul formed. Good push on. Oh, and he breaks free for the try. Batista Baldi. Conversion no good by Hugo Flynn. A lot of wind out there today at Veterans Stadium. Messy ball gathered by the Independents. it. Send one long downfield. Men back for the legacy. Let's see if they counter. Ball doesn't go to hand. It'll be an Independence ball line out on the 40. Oh, scratch that. That's a legacy penalty. Legacy comes back, sets a ruck on the 50-yard line. And it's turned over. And they battle it out. Scrum will go to the Independents. Attacking position for the Independents. They choose to take it down the blind side. Missed execution on the offload. Turns over to the Legacy. We'll hit it up with their forwards. Dig it out. Look to carry. Penalty with the high tackle to the Independents. Legacy's penalty turns into a line out around the 35-meter. Independents get their hand on it, knock it back. Recovered by Jordan Drain. Quick recycle to the forward pack. Out to the backs with a clearance kick. Deep down the center of the field. Well taken by the Legacy.
How are we doing? All right.
Good look at your streamers today. That's a holding on penalty to the Legacy. He's given away. Let's see what the Independents do with it, Colton.
How do we do that? Stuck.
Renakama puts the ball just outside the 22 for the Independents.
Sorry, buddy.
Line out, well taken. Amal is formed. They rip it off. Play to 12. Ruck just inside the 22. Independence ball, well handled by the forwards. Hugo Flynn passes it out. A show and go by Rinikama. They maintain possession. Bit of good passing. Independence in the corner. Try. Ryan Pattinson with the try. There you go. And that's what we want to see. Hughes back on the field. Hugo Flynn with the conversion attempt.
Thank God there's just 20 people watching.
Conversion no good by Flynn. 10-0 to the Independents. Legacy kickoff. Goes deep into touch. Scrum to the Independents on the 50. Another 4-2 split by the Independents. Flynn with the feed. Ball pops out the side, jumped on by the Legacy 9, Jacob Royals, and returned over by the Independents. Rinikama kicks into the corner, clearing pressure just outside of the 22. Line out to the Legacy. Overthrow by the Legacy, but captured. Penalty given by the Independents. That was David McPherson hopping on that ball. Nick Kiesel looks to clear. Good clearance on the 50-meter line. Stolen by the Independents. Once again, the Independents put a high ball up. Well taken by Jacob Broyles, who shifts it wide. Wing on wing action. Independents capture them and turn the ball over. They look to send it wide. Again, Rinikama with a kick into the 22. Taken into touch by the Independents. Line out steal by the Independents. Hard charging Timmy O'Connor with the carry. Flynn looks to move it to out the back to Rinikama. 1 number advantage. Vinny Daly takes on his opposite number and touches down in the corner. Another try for the Independents. Hugo Flynn with another conversion attempt. Conversion missed. Very steady wind traveling straight across the pitch today. Seeing a lot of kicks traveling, not quite where they want to go with the wind today. (15-0) to the end. Legacy with the big clear, the opposite 40-meter line. Trey Slagstad with the throw for the Legacy. Ball taken, and they look to spin it all the way to the wing. Brought down in the far channel. Ball squirts out. Oh. Still going. Legacy hit up in the middle of the field. forward pod. Same way rugby by the Legacy. The carry takes him just over the 50. Quickly recycled. A dummy switch, and the big man is through. Austin Cahoon rumbles into the just before the 22. Quick recycle by the Legacy. Love to see a big man in open field. Fortunately, ball looked like it was knocked on into touch by the Legacy. Be a scrum to the Independents. Hugo Flynn with the feed to Vinny Daly, who's straight up the middle with a stiff arm to his opposite number. He's still going, takes down 3. Quick recycle. Bit of a messy ball, but the Independents maintain and spread it to numbers. With Paul Januzowski, a show and go, keeps it himself, dots down on the left side of the poles. Great effort off the scrum by Vinny Daly. A couple stiff arms in there, some nice feet, a few phases. Independents in for the try. Hugo Flynn to attempt yet another conversion. This time it is good. 22-0, Independence. Kickoff and ruck set by the Independents. Legacy are fanned out. They go to the big man. Flynn looks for the show and go with the offload. Knocked forward and recovered by the Legacy. Trey Slagstad with the carry. Legacy plays same way. Ball doesn't go to hand, but they maintain. Knocked backwards. Big defensive pressure by the Independents creates a turnover. Independents kick a loose ball on the ground. Looks like a line out to the Legacy. Have a player down. Looks like big Timmy O'Connor. He's walking it off. Good to see. Line out to the Legacy. 50 meters out. Well taken. Ball doesn't go to hand. Captured by the Independent. Decide to move it. Adnan Kawuma with the offload. Brian Patterson moves it to space. Down the sideline to Paul Januszewski. Cuts in, Afen cuts in. Dots another one down on the left side. (27-0) Independence. Conversion by Flynn. Kick is good. Gets blown back in. 29-0. Independence. Some misexecution by both teams on the field. It looks like the Independents are capitalizing. Independents in their own 22. They look to spin it. To the wing, Vinny Daly with the ball. Ball in his outside hands, coughs it forward. Be scrum Legacy. Excuse me, line out Legacy. He stepped into touch before he coughed it forward. Legacy with the 5-man line out. Tapped back. Gathered by the 9, and they look to play. Inside ball into the middle of the field. Oh, and the Independents go for the ball, get the penalty. Penalty kick to touch by Rinakama puts them on the 25-meter line. Independence with another five-man line out. Ball at the front, they set up a maul. Counter rucked. Messy ball, but maintained. Maintained by the Independents. Flynn digs it out. Penalty given by the Legacy. Independence ball. Rinakama will go for the corner yet again.
Number 11, his last name is Januszewski. Thank you.
Independence ball tapped back. Well gathered by Jordan Drain. Well carried by the hooker. Dots down for the try. Takes 2 to bring him down into the try zone. Conversion no good by Flynn. Scores 34-0, Independence. About 8 minutes left in the half. Legacy sends it high. Not fielded by the Independents. A bit of miscommunication there. The Independents line out. 30-meter line. Batista Baldi with the throw-in. Carried by Ethan Fryer. Flynn moves it. Rinakama clears. Clears deep, finds grass, good bounce on it. Puts Legacy into their 22. They look to counterattack. Danny Vaughn with the carry. Just outside of the 22. Independents off their feet. Penalty to the Legacy. Big clearance against the wind puts Legacy with the line out just in front of the 40-meter line. About 5 left in the half. The Legacy will look to set up their attack. See if they can get on the board. Maintain possession, bring it down to a ruck inside the channel. forward play. They play to their backs. Big line speed and defense by the Independents. Off 10 to a forward. Big line speed by the Independents. Legacy plays out the back. Not much go forward by the Legacy at the moment. They play their forwards looking for a hard carry. Looked as if the Legacy were going to clear, but they continue to play with the turnover by Batista Baldi. Spun to the winger, Vinny Daly, who dots down in the right corner. I believe that's 3 for Vinny Daly.
I know Paul has scored 2 also.
Hugo Flynn with a good conversion. Score is 41-0 to the Independents. Kick well received by the Independents. Hugo Flynn quickly distributes. They pull it out and look to attack. Ball knocked on right into the hands of the Legacy. The ref will call it back. Legacy scrum just outside of the 22. This is as close as the Legacy have been to attacking rugby all game. Let's see if they can get one in before the half. Jacob Broilers with the feed. Oh, and a pick by Hugo Flynn. 50, 40, 30, 20. Oh, speed will take him all the way. Well read, well finished by Hugo Flynn with the try. Let's see if he'll make it a pick 7 as he goes through the conversion himself. Big pressure in the scrum leads to an Independent try. Conversion good by Hugo Flynn. 48-0 going into the half for the Independents. And it's the second half of the Independence versus Michigan Legacy game. Legacy kicks off, sends a high one. Well taken. Independence pulled out the back and looked to clear. Ball was brought back into the 22. Rinacama cleared it into touch. It'll come back for a Legacy line out just inside the 22-meter line of the Independence. Good result for the Legacy here. Let's see if they can build some momentum opening up the second half. Flagstad with the throw-in for the Legacy. 5-man line out. Ball at the front. The Legacy take it up in the middle. Quick recycle to a big runner, David McPherson. Gets pushed back by the Independence. Well taken by Drevon Strickland. Legacy look to play. Slight go forward. And a kick blocked but received by the Legacy. The Independents capture them once again, slowly but surely, taking meters. Looks like a knock-on by the Legacy. It'll be Independent scrum. Just outside the 15-meter channel on the left side of the field. Flynn with the ball put in. Straight to the 12, Adnan Kumara. Plays to Ben Clow. Flynn moves the ball. Through the hands to the wing. Cuts back in field. Fortunate knock on by Vinny Daly. Gets set, Legacy put in. Few layers on attack. Big push by the Independents, but ball comes out for the Legacy. Nice little handoff to the wing, Danny Vaughn. Legacy carry it forward, maintain possession. Play to their 8-man Zach Carter. Big carry. Fly half looks to have a go, is captured. But Legacy holds on. Plays back in field. Big Austin Cahoon. Again. Big line speed by the Independents. It's like a double knock on. Subs come on for the Independents, but the scrum will go to the Legacy. Legacy fly half Nick Kessel is walked off the field by the trainers. Looks like a potential ankle sprain or something. Looks to be moving okay, nothing serious. And the Legacy will bring some fresh legs on at fly half, as they have a scrum on the center. Legacy scrum is turned over by the Independents, but regathered in a great bit of jackling by the Legacy number 6, Noah Davis. And the Independents give up a penalty, not rolling away to the Independents. It'll be a Legacy penalty. They'll look to kick into the corner. A big kick by the Legacy, doesn't find touch. The Independents clear. Just inside the 30-meter line. Legacy line out. Line out by the Legacy. They look to go wide with it. All the way to the wing. Classy offload off the ground. Sees the Legacy 12. Making some good gain. Into the channel. Into the big fellas. Chopped by the Independents. They'll play same way behind the pod. Again, they look to move wide. Good tackle by the Independents leads to a turnover, and they look to shift it. Independents with some misexecution, and they're brought into touch just in front of their own 30-meter line. It'll be a Legacy attacking lineout. Misexecution by the Independents. Shot straight by the Legacy. It'll be an independent scrum, 30 meters from their own try line. Scrum engages. And they'll have a reset. Looks like some comms between the center and the AR touch. They'll be looking at how the props are scrumming. Second reset, independence put in. Strong scrum by the independents. Balls comes out. Good pressure by the Legacy 9. Recovered by the independents. They'll look to play to their forwards. Pull it out the back. They're going to run. The independents are going to run. They get outside of the defense. Some fancy footwork. A couple dummies. An offload, and the independents are away. Paul Januszewski makes gain line. Big rumble. They're still going forward. Independents are breaking tackles. Offloading. Up the channel. Paul Januszewski sheds 2 with another great offload. And the independents score a try. Love to see it. Their coaches will be happy with that type of interplay by the team. That's the best ball handling we've seen all day by the independents. And it leads to a quality try. Conversion in strong wind is no good. 53-0, independence. Off by the Legacy. High ball to the right side of the field. Well taken by the independents. They play up to Ethan Fryer. Goes for the Bosch, gets good go forward. And the independents are playing on top. Batista Baldi with a good carry and an offload. Oh, and Wheels Grant, the lead blocker. You can't do that in rugby, folks. He should know better. He's a Kiwi himself. There'll be a Legacy scrum on the 50 meter. Another good attacking platform for the Legacy. Independence will surely put them under pressure. Ball cleared by Jacob Broyles. Well carried by the Legacy as they look for quick ball. Offload behind, picked up by Independence Ethan Fire. And good go forward by the Independents. Another big run by the Independents. Redistributed. Well carried by the big fella. They move into the channel. Plays the inside ball to Cody Davidowitz. And Wheels Grant. It takes two to take him down on the inside line. And the Independents play off the sideline. In their red zone now with the tips. And a big carry and a big dive. Massive finish by Manai for the try for the Independents. Valentin Gomez lines up for the conversion. Quite a bit of wind today makes even these conversions tricky. And he puts it through, conversion good. 60-0 Independence. 23 minutes left on the clock. High kickoff. Sees it return to the Legacy. All the way back at their own 50. They secure the ruck in the right channel and play to the big fella. Shows and goes against his opposite prop. Not rolling away from the Independents leads to a Legacy penalty. The big ball carrier, Austin Cahoon, gets up off the ground as the Legacy will look to kick it into the corner. Legacy lineout is tipped back to the Independents, who spread it wide. Moving all the way to the wing. Wheels Grant. Looks to show his speed, his vision. He cuts in field. Beats 2, takes on 1. Independence play back into the channel. Wheels Grant looks busy. Independence play to the forwards. Play same way. Brendan Buckley pulls it out the back. Independents are back on top. Wheels Grant with a quick step gets taken down. Independents move it quickly. They're going sideline to sideline. Vinny Daly takes it up in the middle. Oh, and the big man strips him. Oh, unfortunately, the man was on his feet, off his feet. Offsides by the Legacy. Independence penalty. Valentin Gomez puts it into the corner. Oh, and misses touch. That ball was just carried by the wind. Bounces out the side of the end zone. It'll be a Legacy 22-meter dropout. Well taken. Valentin Gomez cuts it into the middle of the field. Steps a few, gets brought down. Quickly recycled and shifted into the left channel. Good ball carrying by the Independents. Unfortunately into touch. Oh, and the Legacy tried to go quick. Bit of clever play by Trace Langstad. But the center ref will bring it back. It'll be a Legacy lineout. About 15 meters out. Let's see how they exit. Good throw in. Poorly handled. The Legacy set up a large ruck and a box kick. High ball. A lot of wind up there, but well taken by the Independents. Valentin Gomez sends it, and Wheels Grant does everything he needs to except for putting his hands up. Missed opportunity by the Independents for that. And the Legacy will have another attempt inside their own 22. Brendan Buckley goes up, but the Legacy maintain and carry it forward. They set up a large wall and an exiting kick into the middle of the field. Wheels Grant receives the ball at his own 50. He'll look for a counterattack. Quick recycle. Good hands by the Independents. Once again, the Independents play attacking rugby. An offload here, an offload there. They Play back into the left channel. The Legacy just can't keep these boys on the ground. Independence looking to build some phases with their forwards and turn the ball over. It's a penalty to the Legacy. Big penalty kick puts the ball out at 45 meters for the Legacy. A much needed breath out of their own 22. Legacy look to clear. High ball into the center of the field. And the Independence with an offload. Wills Grant with some footwork. And a quick recycle. Ethan fires, show and go up the channel. Lowers the shoulder and gets the offload off. Cody Davidowitz carries his into the middle and gets turned over by the Legacy. They look to move it all the way into their channel. They set up the ruck. And another pick and go into the channel. Legacy want to keep all in hand now. Oh, but the Independence pressure is just too much. There you go. Gain line carry by the Legacy. No one to recycle the ball. Bitter counter rucking by the Independence. And a clearance kick by the Legacy. High ball, not much of a chase. The Independence look to counterattack with a kick into the middle of the field, finds grass, and a counterattack. Looks to run it out of his own end. The Legacy, he's in space. Not much by support. But he gets the ball back. Independence, you can't do that. The man looking for the jackal and the big turnover was off his feet, hands on the ground before the ball. Gives a penalty to the Legacy. Looks like they want to get on the board. Shot is called from the 41-meter line. Man in the scrum cap calls for post. Gets his own tee. Let's see if he can do it all. It's a big kick. Misses the post, goes out the back. Independents are looking at a 22-meter dropout. The Independents kick it straight out. The Legacy have a choice. They'll have their scrum. Center field, 22 meters out. Perfect attacking platform for the Legacy to get on the board. Just shy of 9 minutes left on the board. Let's see if the Legacy can put one in. Their momentum's been building all half. Here we go. The scrum's packed down. The Legacy looks to put the ball in. Ball's back to the 8. He looks to carry off the back of the scrum into the right channel. Powerful carry takes him over the gain line. He's got some support. They recycle the ball. Carried by 12 off the sideline to the 10. Inside ball to a big fella charging. They just about make gain line and turn it over. Independence ball just inside their 22. They send it to the big fella. He carries over the 22. They'll look to stay on top. Carry into the middle of the field. Offload. Pulled out the back. Cut up by Valentin Gomez. Into open space. Batista Baldi. Another offload. Wheels Grant opening the channel he wants it. Mathon takes it. Sheds one. And drags two into the try zone. Another try by the Independents. Another capitalization leads to about a 70-meter try. Conversion attempt.
Holden Younger.
Valentin Gomez, his kick goes wide right. Score is 65-0. 6 minutes left on the clock. Another Legacy kickoff. Sees it go high. And the big wind pushes it back. Kick is not 10. It'll be an Independent scrum down on the center field mark. And they're just playing all the rugby, folks. Independence with a 4-2 split. They'll look for a good attacking platform. Ethan Fryer with the pick, and he carries all the way into the channel. Good 20-meter gain there. Recycled, quick hands. Bit of sloppy play there by the Independents. But they'll get another attempt at the corner because the Legacy was offside. We'll be happy with that as they kick into the corner. This one finds its mark. Independents have a attacking lineup about 10 meters out. That's mauling territory. Let's see what they go for. Taken at the front of the line out. Ethan Fryer with the ball. Good pressure by the Legacy. Quite the battle. Independents get the ball back and into their forwards' hands. And the big men go to work for the Independents. Pick and go rugby. Benai Young carries forward. Batista Baldi sheds one. Is he in the try zone? Looked like he dotted down, but it squirts back. Looks like no try awarded. The Independents will get another chance at this. Five-meter attacking lineup for the Independents. Wheels Grant in the channel. Trying to be inconspicuous, but surely he's calling for the ball. He wants the one-on-one against the opposite winger. We've seen him do it before. He's been dancing all day since he got in. Ball goes out the side. Ethan Fryer picks it up. Bowls over two on the front foot. Try to the Independents. $70-0. Independents versus the Legacy. Conversion to come. And the kick is good. 72-0. Independents. Timmy O'Connor with the quick hands and gets it back, but unfortunately knocks it on. Nearly at the 80-minute mark here. Could be the last set piece of the game. Another Legacy put in. Ball's put in by the Legacy. Comes to the back, big pressure. And it's turned over. The big man, Timmy O'Connor, gets it out. Wheelsy Grant tiptoeing the sideline. Focuses on the behind the back pass, but unfortunately stepped over the line. That'll end the game. Final score, 72-0. New England Independence versus the Michigan Legacy. And that is full time. Independence win the game.